I'm Kyle Bridges with Aggie Athletics. Today we have an exclusive interview with kicker Josh Lambo. Now Josh, you took over pretty early last season as the starting kicker. What was that transition like to go from backup to starter and eventually hit that game winner against Ole Miss?
It was a real quick transition, getting thrown in there in the middle of the game and I'll compete in the next week, and they just ultimately decided to go with me against Arkansas. That was my first start, and it all happened real quick, which was probably better for me. I didn't really have time to think about it,
right.
So I just kind of went out there and did my thing, and my second ever start, got to hit a game winner in the SEC, so it was pretty cool. But I'm really focusing on next season because not much else I can do about the past.
Right. Now, what are some things that you've been working on during the spring practice?
I've really been working on my tempo, just getting consistent operation times with the snap and the hold, working on my contact. One thing Coach Banks told me to really work on this spring is it's not good enough just to make the field goal anymore, but you want to make it right up the middle. And so I've been pretty critical on myself, and even if it's sneaking in the post, that's not where I want to be.
Right.
So I'm really striving for excellence this spring.
Can you just talk about the chemistry that the special teams unit has?
It's great, man. We're always hanging out with each other, all the specialists, and we work really well together. We help each other out. It's a pretty unique group of guys, and we all enjoy each other.
Now, you mentioned Coach Banks before. What are some things that he has you working on besides what you had mentioned?
Really just kind of going out there and not overthinking it, because I am working on quite a few different things. Ultimately, the ball needs to go through the middle of the uprights. So maybe if I'm focusing too much on contact or focusing too much on my tempo, he's just, hey, look, take a breath, relax, do what you know to do.
Now, is there anything that you want to work on going into the off season?
Just continue to work on what I've been working on. Make my contact hit the same spot in the ball every single time with the same part of my foot every single time, and really narrow my focus on getting those balls right up the middle.
Now, lastly, you've traveled all over the world being a soccer player. How much do you think that helps you handle the pressure when you go into these SEC venues?
Well, I've been all over the world, but nothing really prepares you for 60, 70, 80,000 people,
Right.
screaming and yelling and either cheering you on or wanting to rip your head off. So it's I think it definitely helped being in environments like that and playing in front of big crowds. But the SEC, man, it's a different world. It's a different ball game.
Stay tuned to Aggie Athletics as we wrap up the last week of spring practice.